It's not often something so massively significant comes along and disrupts the very foundation of our modern culture. Everyone and their dog is talking about it, making it a cultural phenomenon that I've got to cover. Of course, we're talking about GTA 6, or at least the latest trailer. Welcome to Culture Lore, where we dive into the wild, weird, and often unhinged shifts in modern culture. My YouTube feed has been riddled with non-stop video titles like 50 details you missed in the GTA 6 trailer, GTA 6 trailer breakdown, everything you missed, 10 new things we discovered, 99 details, everything we know, and on and on and on. It's almost like the entire gaming community thinks they've become Sherlock Holmes, destined to solve the mystery. But in reality, they're a lot more like Scooby-Doo and the gang, tripping through doors and pointing out the obvious. So in true viral, trend-chasing fashion, let's jump off this cliff like the rest of the lemmings. I guarantee you haven't seen or heard any of the nonsense I'm about to spew anywhere else. Listen closely to those seagulls. Do they sound like seagulls to you? Nope, those are extinct dodo birds, and if you pause right here and squint, you'll see that one of the birds is wearing a shirt, and not just any shirt, but a Hawaiian shirt. But that's just a coincidence. Here we see Jason, hard at work, and by hard, I mean he just got done making some content and he's looking for a Wi-Fi signal strong enough to upload to OnlyFans. Next up's Brian, and he's not Jason's friend. He's his manager, or maybe his motivational speaker, therapist, I don't know, but let's be honest, he's probably his full-time pimp daddy. So when he says, "Go get my money," we know he's not talking about rent. He's talking about Jason's tips from last night's pole dancing gig out at the senior center. Look, it's Miss Pudding Pounder 222. She's one of Jason's top donors. Anyways, you see that guy in the background performing a blowjob on the driveway with a leaf blower? Get your head out of the gutter.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I guess nobody told him Vice City has its own Fresh Prince. Jason's watch says it's 11 a.m., but then again, I guess it's 4:20 somewhere. Sucks to be this guy. He's definitely allergic to bitch slaps, and now he's gonna die because he can't reach that EpiPen. So a lot of people are breaking down the plane's flight path, looking for the hidden clues, but the real Scooby snack is that truck bed full of rednecks. Forget snakes on a plane. The only thing more unpredictable than air traffic control is a pickup full of mullets on a mission. Notice the word gains. That's an anagram for Zynga, which can only mean one thing. They're adding Words with Friends as a playable app to your in-game phone. So obviously, if you play this scene backwards, you'll hear Jason whisper the Konami code. The biggest and most important thing in this scene is the basket return. That's right, I have it on good authority from my uncle's best friend's sister who totally works at the Rockstar packaging facility, that if you don't return your basket after shopping, you're guaranteed a 6-star wanted level. Also, while you're all distracted by those insane beer physics, you do realize that that cat's performing a fellatio on himself, right? I mean, I can't be the only one.
Do something. Doesn't have to be good, doesn't have to be right. Just do something.
Those two murals right there, obviously CJ and Franklin. No question. Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. Trust me, I've got inside sources. Or at the very least, an active imagination. Look at those power lines. They're everywhere. Perfectly placed. Someone over at Rockstar has definitely binge-watched one too many episodes of any Austin. Theorists are gonna spend months analyzing Jason's "you might have." Is it a clue? Is it a lie? My take? Jason's as committed to admitting his criminal past as Rockstar is to keeping their release dates. That printer in the background? It was most definitely used to print a missing cat poster. And if you look hard enough, you just might find it hanging from a pole. Oh, and I'm positive there's been all kinds of talk around that water cooler. That is one big shirt. Seriously though, the shirt is so big, some of y'all are suggesting that Lucia's pregnant. I mean, it's gotta be that, right? It has to. It couldn't be that the cops caught her at home before she got dressed and this is just what she was wearing when they arrested her. No, it couldn't be that at all. Look, Mom, they're wrestling. Matching accessories for armed robbery? That's gotta be a clue. It's time to investigate the thread count on those skull bandanas. Notice the hand placement. Jason is an upstanding young gentleman, and he hasn't gotten consent yet. Here, they drink, and here, they're drunk. That sign says boat repairs, equipment, and storage. But they're clearly loading a plane. I sure hope Rockstar hasn't gone woke, planning on cutting that plane's propeller off and calling it a boat. Heck, at this rate, the next heist will be on a submarine with a moonroof. NPCs in this game have absolutely zero Fs left to give. Just look at that sign, no dumping, and right next to it, the motherload of trash. That, my friend, is attention to detail. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume Jason never found that Wi-Fi signal, because that ladder is still chilling right where we left it. And I bet Puddin' Pounder 222 isn't very happy about it. So there's a lot going on here, but honestly, the only thing I really care about is that portrait of the fisherman on the wall. The guy's been terrorizing Bikini Bottom for decades, and nobody knew what he looked like. Okay, so maybe there is one thing you've all heard before. Yep, that's cake. Cake on a boat. I promised y'all new sights and delights, but hey, some classics are just too sweet to skip. Lucia says, let's do this, and I'm over here dissecting her tone, trying to figure out if it's a heist, a getaway, or just a really aggressive trip to Taco Bomb. But maybe they're just talking about staying home and folding laundry. Now this is a keister egg. Typical woman, she needs to use the bathroom before they've even paid the door fees. That club looks legit though. I hope Rockstar lets us go all out on the dance floor. From the flamenco, tap dancing, break dancing, the Macarena, the chicken dance, maybe even the sprinkler. Finally, I've been waiting for the Fast and the Furious video game for decades. Thanks, Rockstar! Well, what do you know, another keister egg. Or is this cake out a window? Jimmy Buffett here is telling Jason he's screwed. Now, some of y'all claim there's a woman to blame, and I know from our earlier deduction that Jason's clock is never on time. So thank God it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and they can waste away again in Margaritaville. I've also been wanting a Bad Boys video game forever, so thanks, Rockstar! There were no NPCs harmed in the making of this trailer. Alright there, Pew Pew McGraw, let's put those things away. You're not one of Charlie's Angels, we don't need Bosley showing up. Cake dancing cake on a dance floor. We don't talk about Fight Club. They got this. They so don't got this. Shit went horribly wrong. They just saw the GTA 7 trailer. This is Jake from State Farm. He wears khakis. Finally, I've been waiting for the Fast and the Furious video game for decades. Thanks, Rockstar! Jason finally got consent. I didn't know Prince was still alive. That's impressive. He's gonna be impossible to beat on that basketball court. The red light district of Vice City, also known as Ocean Avenue. But let's be honest, the only real working girl here is that Banshee in the background. She's been in every GTA trailer since 2001, and Rockstar, it's time to give her a break. 9 palm trees, 22 windows. If you add them together, then divide by the number of girls dancing on the roofs, carry the 1, yeah, that's it. Trailer 3 is confirmed for September 22nd. Trust the science. Man, this is a wild senior center. Those are dodos, don't forget it. The reason Jason hasn't finished those walls is because that's where they're gonna hide all the money. They want you to focus on the boats, the planes, and the bikes. But look at those clouds, that's where the real story is. I'm positive there's a world map hidden somewhere up there. Looks like that consent is paying off. You think Jason does his own stunts like Tom Cruise? See that, Lube? It's the last thing they wanted you to see. It's a little reminder to get ready to bend over and take that new $100 Rockstar tax. But don't worry, you're gonna like it. As we roll over the bridge into Vice City, our work here is done. But for the internet detectives, it's just beginning. Time to start dissecting this breakdown to find the real secrets of the original trailer. May your pause buttons be swift and your theories even wilder than mine. Well, that's a wrap for today's Culture Lore. What's your craziest theory? Drop it in the comments below. Let's get wild with it. And remember, if you found any secret codes in my video, you're officially spending too much time on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Stay curious, stay unique, and I'll catch you in the next one.